everybody, and welcome back to class. Today we're going to talk about ballet artistry and how you can bring performance and art aspects to your ballet practice so that you don't get caught up in being a perfectionist ballet robot. Yeah, it's not as interesting to watch and it doesn't serve you as well as putting your own personality and your own energy into the movement that's given to you. The first thing I like to think about before you even step into class, take a minute and think about what it is that you want to get out of the class and what it is that you are bringing to it. Yeah, so from that first deep breath in before you do anything at bar, before you stretch your legs in the studio, take a minute, set an intention and know like today was not the best day for our country in my opinion. So I know that I'm bringing some residual negativity to the class, and maybe I would like to express that in the form of some enthusiastic PKs, yeah? Or maybe I would like to let that go in a nice port de bras, if that makes any sense. If you are stressed about anything, class is a really good place to let that go. One of my very favorite things about class is that if you are not present in the present, you will forget what you're doing, fall over, or potentially run into someone else. So you really don't have a choice other than to tune in and focus on nothing other than the movement and what your body is doing and where things are placed and what it feels like. And that's really freeing, I think. So, in order to not be a ballet robot, it's good to practice your technique so that it becomes muscle memory as much as possible. And you can take those moments and find what feels like a little show. Yeah, this is a performance art, so the more that you add those elements to it, the better it's going to look. One of the best things to do as far as performance is to fix your face. Yeah, everybody has a really concentrating face, or pretty much everybody does. I get a pretentious bar face, and there's really no reason to have that. It sometimes makes me hold my breath, which is unnecessary, and it makes me look like a snob, and no, I'm not a snob at all. So that's one thing to kind of let go. Relax your face. Smile maybe, I don't know, maybe you're happy about doing ballet, or don't smile, frown, but do something that brings energy to the movement and isn't a fallback concentrated face or pretentious bar face. Yeah, so smiling is good, relaxing is good, exhaling throughout the movements is completely essential. You have to breathe so you don't pass out. Also, your muscles need oxygen. And if you relax your jaw and relax your face, it gives you more mobility within your hips. That's something you learn from your doulas when you have a baby. Relax your jaw, make low sounds, and it opens up your hips. It works for ballet as well. You don't have to give birth in ballet, you just have to turn out from the top of your hips. And relaxing your jaw will help you with that. So performance aspects, you want to smile or not, you want to give some kind of energy, you want to breathe, and you want to relax your face and set a positive intention. Some other things that help me with the art and the performance aspect of ballet is imagining scenes outside of myself. So, for instance, if I do a grand port de bras, yeah, where we take it all the way down and around, I think of myself in like a tiny silk circus tent, which probably sounds really weird, but it gives me something to imagine, like feeling the edges of a silk tent, yeah? And then taking it all the way up, brushing the top of the circular roof, and then coming back, and then taking the back of my hand and feeling it. Taking it all the way up again, and in, and down. Having those outside references allows me to connect. It's kind of like dance acting. It allows me to think about things that are not in the room. Or arabesque. I'm always reaching for some fruit on a tree. Constantly reaching for fruit on a tree or something on the kitchen counter. For me, that is what works. It also helps you to add energy to the movement. I like pointed feet in ballet, that's pretty typical, but if you don't have a completely pointed foot, I would rather see a completely flexed foot than a dead fish foot, yeah, which would be just this, no energy at all, or a pointed foot with some dead minnows attached. Yeah, so your toes are not joining in the lovely point. Go ahead and get them involved. Let that line extend through to infinity. Same thing with your hands. You want to have infinite energy through those fingertips at all times so that you're really maximizing the quality of the movement. And that's what this is about. Ballet seems to attract a certain personality type. I love that everything is defined and there is a perfect way to do each ballet movement, and I will probably never achieve that perfection. But that means that I have work to do for the rest of my life, and I really enjoy the process of getting better and practicing and improving my turnout and improving my practice as a whole. It makes me happy. It makes me happy, it makes me feel stronger, and when I accomplish goals, big or small, it feels good, like it would with anything else. So that's one really nice element, I think, is that there's the perfection and the fact that most of us will never achieve it, but we always have work and improvement to be had. That was kind of awkwardly worded. You always have work to do and you can always improve. Better worded. So yeah, ballet attracts a certain personality type. I feel like a lot of perfectionists become obsessed or engaged in ballet practice because of the definedness of everything. If you just shift weight, yeah, you've done a tombe. If you stretch through the floor, you've done a tendu. If you move your arm, you've done a port de bras. So literally every single tiny thing is defined, and that attracts a certain kind of person. A person like me, a person like you perhaps. But it's easy as that kind of personality to get caught up in the perfection aspect and lose sight of the performance and the fun and the artistry of it. So it's good to sometimes take classes and do the things that you know you can do safely a little bit, I don't want to say wrong, but with a little bit of leeway there, yeah? So if you want to do a port de bras, yeah, and then bend your knees and shake your butt at the bottom of it just because it feels good and it feels like what your hips need that day, go ahead and do that, yeah? If you want to stand in center and reach to croisé devant and then tendu and hug your neighbor because that's what feels right to you, as long as your neighbor's cool with it, might be a good idea. It might add some kind of extra energy that was previously missing to your class experience. So I want you guys to take away that the art and the performance aspect is absolutely as important, if not more important than the technique aspect, and get used to practicing that. Try different things. Try to make different faces while you're doing class. Try to imagine things outside of yourself. Connect to your breath. Set an intention before you go into class about what it is you want to get out of it and what it is you're bringing to the room, and then be present in the present. You don't have a choice, so it's good to just go ahead and fully engage and enjoy the show of yourself and your classmates. So let's go ahead and do just a simple plie combination. Yeah, we'll do demi and grand plie, port de bras, front and back in first. We'll go side to side in second, front and back in fourth, and then grand in fifth, and reverse the grand in fifth, while thinking about these elements of performance. Yeah? All right, here we go. First position, reach center, open, exhale, down, stretch, stretch, lift up as you grand plie, feel feel those heels relax. Stretch to straighten your legs. Take it out and forward. Up. Pick a little flower. Hold it up and look at it as you go back. Reach to second. Same thing. Lift. Stretch. Grand plie, keeping your heels down. Still come through demi on the way up. Reach into your bar. Stretch away. Square it off. Good. Fourth position, same thing. Lift, stretch, lift, stretch, and down. Use your head, but don't get a pretentious bar face, a happy face, or a mad face. Don't do a mad face, it feels weird. Take it up and back. Good. Plie. Stretch. Exhale. Take it down. Grand port de bras. Here you are in a tiny silken circus tent. Reverse it. Come up, squeeze it nice and tight. Whoa. Soutenu. Plie. Tendu back to first. We gotta be even. Same thing on the other side. Exhale, plie. Stretch. Lift up as you grand plie. Exhale, take it forward. Try to connect to the music. Up and back. Lift. Stretch. Good. All your muscles are engaged. It's like, how would you do this combination? If the person you have a crush on the very most was watching through the window, yeah? What would it look like? What kind of show? Maybe not crush on, maybe like someone you just admire. And you want them to see you doing well. And you want to be good at stuff. Don't we all want to be good at stuff? I do. Up and back, shoulders relax. To fifth, plie. It's like, how would you do this if the piano player was in the room and he was just mesmerizing all the way around? That's happened in real life before, and man, I'll tell you, the bar feels like a real show. It's fun. All the way up. Cross it nice and tight. And finish. Thank you all so much. I hope that you liked this little mini chat and plies. If you did, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you all next week.